Hey guys, and welcome back for another content of Ragnarok M Classic. And in this video, we are going to discuss on how to properly manage your Zeny. Many people are asking me how I got so much Zeny as a low spender. Yes, I did spend on this account last month, and that was only the Log edition that cost around $7. And nope, I am not doing any ghost trades and never will. I won't do such things that could make my account banned from this game. Yes, the ghost trades are bannable, so you better be cautious of what you are doing. So without further ado, let's start on where do we farm Zenys. Now that we are approaching the level cap, which is the 110, we might want to use our combat attempt properly by just doing the Zeny farming instead of just EXP. Right now, the best class for farming Zeny is the Mechanic, as they have some of these good passives which will contribute to increasing our Zeny farming. The skills are the fundraising, which you can get 30% more Zeny, and the greed, which you will have a chance to get twice the materials from wild monsters. This will not apply to MVP and mini-boss. And right now, the farming spot that we have is the paper, where you can gain a huge amount of Zeny. That is why you see so many mechanics farming around this map. And this monster also drops rough Oridicon, which you can merge it with to get some Oridicon. You can either sell it or use it for your own good. Now, if you are already reaching 110 like my character, you can also do the card grinding with a specific monster. For physical type classes, you can do the Mineros grinding, or the Marine Sphere that are essential to boost your damage, then Hydra or Racial cards for magic users. In conclusion, farm an expensive card that you need for your character as we are approaching the level cap. Next thing is, if you have spare time, do check the mini and MVP timer. If you can complete all the daily reward attempts, that would be much better, as these MVP and minis do give some bonus rewards that will save most of your Zeny from spending. Like for example is the guild contribution. If you have the materials needed for the guild country, you spend lesser Zeny than buying the materials. Also, a quick tip, if the amount of Zeny needed for the contribution reaches 400,000 or more, that means it's not worth it. You can skip that and wait for tomorrow's new supply. Don't worry, as you will still get some gold medals here in the Kafra Assistant that costs 400 Assistant Medal of Honor, the Honorary Merchant, and the Echoing Corridor weekly. And don't miss the Wednesday event, which is the Big Cat Invasion that gives Flora coins, where you can exchange it for another gold medals. But if you have a lot of time, you can be selective with the minis and MVPs that drop much more expensive items. Like Goblin Leader, which drops Angry Snarl Blueprint that costs around 6 to 7 million, Mistress with a Staunch Armor and Nice Bracelet, Doppelganger for Holy Avenger, and many more. You can check all the boss loots, plan ahead, and set a timer. Next, your mission board may help you save some more Zeny by finishing a specific request. They may have the same amount of EXP rewards, but they have different item rewards. And the items that you need to consider are the requests that have Belief Token, Mercenary Ticket, Flywing, and Butterfly Wing. Some of us may have an oversupply of Meteoric Chains, so you can ignore it. Belief Token is used for Guild Prayer, for which it will reduce the Zeny cost with each ticks. For example here, the Wise Blessing costs 84,000, and I have 32 Belief Tokens, which I will consume. And there you go, after consuming 32 Belief Tokens, I only spent 20k Zeny. It saved me 64k Zeny on that upgrade. So my only advice here is to slowly upgrade your prayer stats just like what I did, to save some more Zeny. Adding 1 to 3 upgrades per day is enough. You don't need to rush, as these are just small stats. Mercenary Ticket are used for renewing your Mercenary Cats. Now that we are on the end game, I advise you to just renew these 3 cats. Goro and Wasabi are exceptional as always, but Maisa may provide you with attack buffs that increases your damage. At this point, we will now ignore Poe, but if you still have a lot of mercenary tickets, then why not? Then the Flywing and Butterfly Wing is very essential. We use these items very often, and if we have oversupply, there will be a time that the guild contribution will require Flywing or Butterfly Wings. So again, you can save another Zenys. Next, we have this free warm meal at the food shop every day. Some people tend to forget this free meal where you can have an HP and SP discharge for grinding, especially when you are a skill type character. This warm meal stores 120k HP discharge and 8k SP discharge, which serves as an automatic regeneration if it reaches the threshold. And this food will save you some more Zeny as it lessens the consumption of your HP and SP potions when you are grinding. Next one is the leveling of your gears. I advise you to not rush on leveling your gears. The mistake of some people is rushing to level up their gears, knowing that the materials are so expensive. If possible, farm the materials that are needed for your equipment. If you have watched my progression videos, you can see that my wizardry staff takes so many weeks to reach the star upgrade. And this will also happen for my robe of cast. I've finished the warrior's wheel and then farming for the chaotic metal and dragon scale. Then I'll just use the enriched stone of all things for the shield shard, as this one is very expensive. You see here that the shield shard is also equivalent to one enriched stone. That is almost 1 million. So it is much preferable to consume the enriched stone here than of those cheaper ones, so you better be wise on consuming it. Also, do not rush on depositing items for your handbook, especially with expensive materials. I do have a guide on increasing your attack stats that includes depositing for your handbook, so please do check it out. But just to add up for this matter, make sure to deposit items that are cheap. Don't force items that are expensive for now. The prices of materials may drop soon if there's an oversupply. For example, is this tiara. I remember when these pearls were around 300k or more. So if you try to just purchase it while it is expensive, you may lose so much more Zeny in exchange for a small amount of stats. That is why my adventure handbook is still low. Don't worry too much about this. You can clearly see on my videos that I can still do a lot of damage even if my handbook is left behind. Well, you see other players having more than 600 magic attack and some are 800p attack. That's insane amount of deposits actually. And for the enhance, I only max out the weapon. I also tried to max out the offhand because I did have performer class. Then just enhance your equipment slowly. 1 or 2 ticks is enough per day. Next is somewhat optional but I will include it here. Every day if you still do Rift, there will be a 3 times equipment drop for just 1 entry. And once you 3-star the check target, you will receive random refined gears. And what you will do with this refined gears is to sell it on the NPC. You can also switch to the merchant with the overpriced skill to gain a bit of Zenys too. There are times that I've gained 300k per day, depending on if you are lucky getting much higher refined Rift gears. Also, you need to avoid buy unnecessary items. Before you upgrade your equipment or do some guild facility upgrades, make sure to check some items on the Eden shop first. You can check it all here in the Eden Coin Materials Merchant here in the Frontera near the exchange. There's a lot of them that only cost 50 Eden Coins each. Let's say this flame ring needs remains. I'll just go here and check if there's remains. And yes, it has, so I can just buy directly here. In short, most materials that are priced at 25 to 35k are here in the Eden Coin shop. Now, what if you have low amount of Eden Coins and you need it badly? The quickest way to get Eden Coins is to exchange it here in the Honorary Merchant using the Honor Proof. Honor Proofs can be earned through Guild War and Pet Labor on the Guild section. Next is when you do a safe refining, you can use a broken +3 or +4 equipment copy on that item, so it would be much cheaper. With this, you can save around 30% Zeny than buying a clean one. And lastly, if you have the guts of refining beyond safety, like what I mostly do, then try your luck. I have failed many times already, but I also gained even more, and that's where I gained more of my Zenys. Selling +10 equipment on a job that is popular, like last month was Rangers, Shadow Chasers, and Sorcerers are the most effective ways of earning a huge amount of Zeny. From what I can remember, I already sold 2 pieces of +10 Malang Snow Crab, 1 piece of +10 Bohemian Coat, and a lot more in the middle stages of the game, and I'm still doing it. I now have another batch of these chests, so I might try my luck again if I collect some more Iridicons and Illuniums. I do not recommend this for players that easily get disappointed. RPGs are meant to play like this. Some might test their luck, but it is also okay to play safe. I do it sometimes, especially towards my main equipment set. So just enjoy your progress. It may be slow sometimes, but it is okay since you still have your goals. And I just want to say that the best way to progress is through hard work and patience. If you find this video helpful, then please leave a like. Also subscribe to support my channel. As always, thank you for watching, stay safe, and have an awesome day. Lights out.